yeah, I fixed it. I did it. So who else do I need to fill out the output form? What? I want to get that. What was that? And my student was my mommy. Anyways, I'll say this again. And again, confidently. I'm purposely not talking to anyone in my family or in privately so I can protect my orgasm. That's all I want to say. If I run into one, I'll be like, I don't want to know or have seen or have a grip with one illegal prostitute. Like, let's just say for her, I'm walking through a Broadway from McDonald's to Nowhere Bookshop. But there isn't there in between Sotheby's. So I'm getting to Sotheby's. I'll be like, oh, I was heading towards the guy's sunglasses nearby. Or maybe I was at Sotheby's or her new restaurant opening or what is it? The Malaran one. Or this is a meetup or something. So I want to say good to see you. And if he makes a move that his dick is available, I'll take it. Okay, I have a home nearby. I was visiting the market. Acompáñame dentro the market. Let's get food first. Because it's already, by the time I pick up my sunglasses or I finish this paperwork, you already be on the workbook shop. Booking your next, huh? That's okay. But some people say, well, I'll meet you later. I'm heading to nowhere bookshop. Isn't there like a Japanese restaurant nearby too? Where's the hotel at though? 2600 Broadway. Hopefully he has an apartment there. What else? Well, if not, headed towards what is it? It's 410. I don't think it's like 35. But out of Broadway, what is that? 410, 35? I don't think so. There has to be like so many hotels downtown too. I thought downtown, but I'm not gonna tell you where. I refuse to entertain that. He tells me in that alley fue que I fucked someone with the money that I steal from you and she illegally prostituted herself as you. I refuse that, but all I want is dick. Where is this? That's where I found it. So Broadway. There's that Cappy's restaurant, but I hate it because it reminds me of a place in Tampa that sells pizza, and it's not even Cappy's. It's the what I'm doing. So what is that? Yeah, Heights. There's some. I don't need recommendations. I know how to make reservations. I won't even tell him. Ew, ahí se le para el pene nada más porque una prostituta ilegal le hace reservaciones de hotel. Ugh, yes. I'm bored. That's what I want. Oh, downtown Blossom. Not all near the airport. Which could be where he's at afterwards. So it's like, quick, quick, quick. You get the room because I'm leaving. Oh, that too. It could be like, I would have gotten the room, but if you want to get the room, just get the room because I'm leaving anyways. It's not a matter like who pays for this. It really is. What he feels like he's in the lab doing, trying to get semen to come out of vaginas. Oh, I'm live into videos already, guys. I want to wash my hands and I don't want to be inconvenienced with getting up. I'm bored. I'm ending my live on my phone so I can charge it. The library closes at 8. So back to this. Um, Color Esperanza, no one's that hella good. Ya me burlé de ti already. Y es just burla normal, like a self-defense mechanism without hurting you. Que ni te lo digo cuando me río de ti. He's so sensitive. He wants to know when I laugh at him. I'm bored. Anyways, I don't date chimps. I don't pursue chimps. So, por mí se pueden matar si lo que... ¿A dónde es que ellos llevaron a la illegal prostitute? Que si cuando yo estaba en Utah, yo posiblemente estaba en el mall o estaba comiendo sola o estaba leyendo en mi computadora o estaba dibujando perritos para no recordarme de chimps. Oh, I drew a flower. Dating was a baby. I'm like, look at the dogs that I just drew. Want to see the dogs that I just drew? What else? 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 Oh, leisure travel market will be worth 15 trillion by 2040. That momentum isn't coming from the US or Europe. What is it? Did I already post this? I don't consider I'm so poor. And I just ate what Walmart trail mix, great value, and I want money today. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? If I were speaking abuse towards me, he would still be getting the death penalty possibly. He's been stealing from me for decades already. Let's do this. The list says the Hooters announced it's bankrupt. What is it that they want to see them topless, possibly? There needs to be certain decorum for the licenses and Nice titties. I'm bored. I'm bored. Why are more women choosing themselves? According to Lilo. I need one. Is this real? The Korea Times official. It might be made in mockery of. Korea will begin distributing cash handouts to all citizens July 21st as part of a government initiative aimed at stimulating domestic consumption, officials have said. I don't know what is the Korea Times. Check out now. Imagine that it is someone to mock me like if polyamorous. That doesn't. Is Jorge Ramirez that brutal or drunk as an adult? They become that possibly. Ugh. I'm bored. My mission steals my vehicle so I can date, so I get raped. And then she wants to burn of the days, the beautiful days that they take. He didn't take her on a date ever. They may have pictures that presume that is not the right word that they were dating, but they're just asquerosidad. They don't know what sex is either. They're disgusting. They were just at a restaurant. Oh, they're terrible. They hide in that they're dating. And they're like metiendo pene con ella y toda esa gente that I like. And then they go on showing little girls that they really say you can't have a boyfriend like mine. The girls, the rest of them, ugh. It is that. I'm not there, so I can't say like it's truly a thing. What else? I want to visit the beach next month. The beach. So they have how many years of a wasted life of terrorism that they went on to record for me to see. They're stupid. They're so dumb. I ever see that. Bill C. Warren Andrew, that was him. With that demeanor, I want to marry and I said, no, thank you. Thank you. What else? What else? What else? What else? He said he would kill everyone in self-defense. And he asked Andrew specifically, don't run your life or mine with a hate crime towards this because she's never money that you steal from her. What is that? Mm, Korea Times. Was that an ad? Where did it go? Did I found it? I don't know. So. Oh, guess who showed up to El Casino Wendover? Anyways, the Korean Herald. How important is and the Korea to make it feel like they belong in the planet? They hire legal prosecutors. We're in the now. No, they're in the NO. Death penalty worth $110. but this could have been approved a while ago. I'm very shy and I don't talk to people, but some people are like with $110. I literally like networked out day and turned it around to a lot, or I had a lot of fun, which is fine. I was in July and I posted this a while ago. I miss Dana, I miss Ganoni. I'm bored. Those are new to them. No one was sad, I'm bored. Type that right. My hands are dirty. I want to get up and wash it this one. Oh, my goodness. No, can you go? Oh, what else? What else? What else? Starbucks and desert. Having a tan next week. What else? ¿Qué falta? Y alguien que de verdad me quiera dar dinero para ir a la biblioteca o a Guadalupe Shrine Church. I'm meeting there tomorrow for the gift me cash. I just came to. And I'm sharing the news with my babies. No, no, no sabe tan bueno. Look at that song. Dude, what else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. What am I doing? I'm reading the rest of the learning. Oh, wait, we can do actually. I want to do the garden next week. For the first time, refugees are included in the program. Porque Von Nuremberg made a phone call to la Filipina, literalmente. Que se lo mama, quizá no es la única post en Instagram. And they picked Korea. What else? Tired. So as I was saying earlier, Korea may have been giving people more money. For those of you that complain and say just $110. But that could be like a really good coffee shop visit for ice cream. What else? Oh, unconstitutional. Oof. There is this me blocking you and saying, well, you should have gifted her more money than approve a larger amount. Or it's settled in that amount. What else? 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 19, that's me. Thieves as if they're out of poverty. Have you heard of them? They have shit. They'd rather starve or die if it came to that. That are willing to pack me up with lingerie, specifically anything that I need, and just take me out to a boring dinner to sexually harass me privately and be seen with me. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. COVID-19, that's me. Oh, if I remember this hate crime, I would have said it that way. A farewell to Ron Ramirez if he had given me money for me to live before I'm done seeking the death penalty for the people that steal from me, get in the way of receiving money, steal my vehicles, and save my homes without my permission. So where's that money going towards? Korea, Philippines. What else? What else? What else? Do people get angry? They're like, oh, halfway through the show, I was about to expose the people that get in the way of me receiving money, and it was gonna be to show you this. They call that the main event is like what's in every non-Latina's head of why are you abusing me, keeping me poor? And it's that he's after my generational wealth before I was even born. So there's this visual of me as an icon, but not the only. Do some people like literally create a collage and they're like, here the perpetrators? Just the pictures. Usually the male still stays silent, and for the most part, the females attack in writing. And there's one male occasionally. But I had this through my camera roll. I'm like, oh, there it is, screenshot. That's how it looks like. What else? 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 Yes, speaking of generational wealth, I need more purses. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Some of my own artwork that they possibly steal is there. Not some of my second cousins. How the closet in my home with Anthony Capisano used to look like just a pile of Chanel purses like that. But I don't know if they were actual Chanel because I never had the time to authenticate it. And he wears them, and other people wear them. Then he pays them to pretend to be me. Supposedly he has a drug addiction problem, so I can't even be in my own home. So I'm respectful of that. It could be in some sort of way an illness, but there's the death penalty to remove that from society. So that's why I'm respectful of his time or his illegal hookers or anyone that he rapes that I have a crush on. Okay, it could be an illness, but it's such a cancer that I want it gone. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Saludos. Oh, did I call? Oh, when is that event? Did I miss it? Farewell to. Oh, it's a film. Oh, I just need to scan the QR code. Fun. What else? Where's my post? La gente under impressed with. I don't understand why there has to be a website and so much explanation if one can give one's bank account. There she is depleting all her life savings on it. Some people get excited that I'm like midlife crisis age ish and I don't behave that way. Because there's some people, sadly, that are made to believe by a grandma you're tired all the time. And you're like, but my prima's doing fine and is in the same age group. Yet he's slowly draining the energy out of you so you die first because you're more vulnerable or richer than your prima and he plans to take it all from you. In the meantime, what else? 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 What? I'm bored. I'm bored. So I just want dick, ladies and gentlemen. So in the event, sadly, I have to say that the police will understand why I say it, not encouraging it to rape her, my two beautiful children, Jada and Kehlani. And I'm also not making myself available for parties and rape orgies to them by talking to them or enticing. But I just want dick. So I purposely missed out on talking to these people because if I find Menorito 9 years younger than me at a bar one day or a library and he's acting his own self, hopefully that's cuerdo, and wants to hook up, I would gladly hook up with that. What else? Oh, there's two of these. Oh, before they go on to live life with their own money. Have you heard them? Is that why they're getting extinguished? They extort this out of people. How many people were at home in 2020? Like, I'm fine, but where are we headed with this? A beheading of the people that steal from her? Or will she die in the process? Her kids will understand because so far, or did they go on tapping onto people on Instagram and be like, help her? And they're like, no, mamita, literalmente. Wait until you meet Jada in lingerie, how he rapes her. First, your mother needs to speak out about that. What do you mean, Jada? In lingerie, how he rapes her? My mom doesn't speak like that. You're the coolest person ever. That's why I suspected. But I have no one to talk about. You're the first older woman that I. So I could have been someone positioned there to follow me on social media that my kids ask for help. Or just a random, like Jaden could have an affair with the Talita. Yes, what I was saying is when you're like a giant age of eventually they'll catch on and get out of it. I'm like, please don't leave me for that guy that you've been married to. Over my dead body, literally, I'm gonna be showing if my baby got coerced by my poverty into seeking help online from people on Instagram, and then Linda Parra didn't know if she should leave her husband or her kids or not for Jaden. And Jaden was either like, don't leave me. Porque what makes the don't leave me that I'm starving out of money. So in a regular situation, they if they're compatible, they're like, okay, date night tonight, blah blah blah. It went fine. But when there's a person gone, and neither of them know what to do from the situation or cash, or it's not in their nature to provide for people. But I've never conditioned Jaden Gilani to provide for me. What else? These people have been stealing from me for decades before Jaden Gilani were born. Or at least over a decade. So I refuse to post and be like, look, because that's what they're looking for, chisme, entertainment. They're like, mira, Jaden se enamoró de Linda Parra. Y lloriqueando de que ella iba a dejar a Jaden por el esposo que she's been with forever. Or Jaden estaba like, tipo, ay, no era para tanto. Hey, que was your first? It was your We must remain together for life. So. Same with Kehlani. How many vagina pictures thinking they're gonna fix the situation that way? My children are around me and so I won't ever expose that. Unless they're like, Mom, look at what I went through. Post that on your Facebook. And tag the FBI like you used to. Like, look at what they used to do to my kids so that people know that people like that are bad exist. Like, I'm fine, I'm fine. It could have been Rachel's Chris Appleton, who I may not have been following, but Jada said, why don't you talk to Chris Appleton? Or Duncan said, why don't you let's head over to Catholic Charities where Amber's girlfriend lives. And Jada's like, Albert, who? What the fuck are you talking about? They're like, dude, they're your third cousins and I know them better than you. Let's head over to Guadalupe Shrine Church and beg and beg for money. Now that is a language that they understand. Sorry, I missed my Dolce Vita. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. So I'm rereading this. What else? The livelihood recovered consumption coupon. At least vagina one day. That's the cool. You're so stupid. And take a picture of it and replace that image that you have in your head. What Podcast said, does he brag? It's like she brags that she's literally in every home, so she's difficult to be killed. because they're looking for people that are extremely isolated that they think that the police will never find out. So he wants to shame me and be like, yeah, hell yeah, look at my boyfriend in Korea. How's your vagina picture? So now for him to unsee that in Wisconsin too, they are like just there buying stationery. DNC threat and don't call for your box. Taking a picture of it and back to me. Not the illegal prostitutes. I'm bored. Oh, how often it is that they'll receive it. I didn't understand that from the article. Oh, can someone see what Ray Brown is in his dick? Maybe on your phone. I am the person who doesn't inconvenience me because I had to wait for the bus for like 10 minutes. And I did say if she replies while I'm here, I'll let you know. But maybe Gabriel needs a new phone. What else? His wife a break from picking or significant other, whatever that was. What else? What else? What was I looking for? Something that I saw on Instagram earlier. Oh, the article and the Korea Seoul's outdoor library. I featured on Facebook. What is the vegetarian? I feel so related to her. But that's because I miss cooking for myself. My electricity bill was down. Oh, I could have been Kaylani and Linda Barra in 2020. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I want fries. That pizza from the flatbread from Central Market's so good. What else? 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 I love cooking for myself. This my artist hate me sometimes. This isn't about her. This is about. But it's not that they're hating. They're just specifying. This isn't about her. This is about me. If we're about her, I would say it's about her. Or you can leave it to interpretation. Is what I would say. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I want to cook for myself. I'm so talented. That's when they were at 398. Or like what, 470 something? Oh, they're like right there, those feasible. I've seen them. I haven't ignored it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I was gifted to yesterday by Catholic Charities. I want the dark chocolate one. I wonder if they have it. I couldn't find it on the website. Excuse me, I just burped. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? That's better than roaches on my counter. In my apartment. I'm bored. I'm bored. Did they steal? Kill them. You know what they do? I've heard they're like, Arlene's gonna pursue you, and then I'm like, no, I'm not pursuing that. And then they look back and they're like, what do you mean? I could have been right now in Margaritaville with that girl that I was pursuing. But let's just speak heterosexual for a moment. And have had children with her by now, and she already moved on. And that one won't interrupt her beautiful marriage that she has to someone for me after I beat her up. Even the cops showed up and said, what a send off, what a send off. And waiting for a girl that won't ever pay attention to me. In the meantime, does he terrorize him and say, Margarita a mí me habla porque yo no fui el que le metí una pela? I mean, that was okay. Who is the cuero? Andrew. Oh, porque he can't turn me on. Because he doesn't want to. What else? What else? What else? What else? Knick-knack. I'm talking about Korea gifting. And when I was 19, when Mark Zuckerberg said, this piece of shit is stealing my like, anyways, Facebook can't be free because I doesn't have her own bedroom. What is she gonna be? He walked up to me, Andrew, and said, so if you're dancing a garden one day, I'm like, how am I even gonna get there? Oh, not knowing like what are the odds that Agar's gonna join the Air Force. Literally, I do with my body language. Like, would I even take myself there just to the Target on Blanco or Whole Foods? What would I do with my life? Whatever. Sounds like I could be in the area possibly. So, what else? What else? What else? He said, well, if I interrupt you or Sarah Francis with my brothers and we pick who to dance, I'm like, I'm not participating in that. I was already, what, 19? He was in his 20s. I thought I want Sarah to die, but I'm not. If they pick me to dance, yo no me quiero quedar con esa carga. Dancing with me. What else? Ugh, what holds him back from being manful? Ew. I'm bored. I want to, what is it? Tan. I want to know. I'm exhausted. I've been leaving my apartment every day to get free food somewhere. Who's gifting me money today? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I want stationery today. Like, how can we outshine Trump? Ooh, they keep anyone using them. Mhm. It's surely to deliver to small businesses, but it's also so it eliminates disappointment. Some people know how to buy MAC lipstick and mascara. Alone, some people can't enter a department store and say, "What? I can't leave with 3 Michael Kors purses." What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Nuts or Olive Young? Thank you so much. All right, my God. It's also gonna kill her if she thinks this is her first gift. I don't like her. But if we could have helped, we would have given Dad's customary dinner. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Drives me. Dude, she's just trying to keep her own ball rolling. Tomarnos cerveza. First things first. Stealing from her, then we can become friends. Ya me tienen como que de rehén. What? They're worse than hillbillies. Mi amigo Ron. Si fuera su amigo Ron, yo te mismo. I'm bored. I want to eat a Luna Rosa tomorrow. I want to know some of those where I've heard. I ordered for my things for money. Documenting every day that I don't have money. Porque en 15 años que son, said, please, especially that steal my homes is for, for saying my. What else? Mientras hacer con other worse sentence. Those, so era bruto until his girls. And he's trying to make me major the planeta. He's gonna lose right now. This moment. Here's my handshake. Literally the death of me. Literally the death of me. I'm bored. work out like they expected it to be, they're gonna say, based on what I witnessed. They want to say that I needed to find, what is that? Boyfriends and girlfriends in Salt Lake City when I first moved out of Puerto Rico with Edgar, Mississippi, so that those people could be blamed for my poverty and not them. So I've been forced to be celibate a lot. And great to laugh in. Great outfits to laugh in. Well, another great time is just like right there on my face. No. South Korea puts faces of more 16 missing children on packaging tape to celebrate them. Lord. There we go. I met a boy once. The IRS says churches can endorse political candidates without losing their tax exempt status. Is that what he was good at in school? Saying, how do I accomplish this? They're like, it can be done right away, but let's make someone suffer first. Anyways, this could have been happening already for a while. Boy, because I have work to do. So Raper Friday should kill themselves because people are like, how can we put these two together safely so that this happens? And people are like, just the only way is just see if it gets sexually harassed in the process too. What else? 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 Why is that? Porque they've been feeding is what he calls it. Does he use sarcasm? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Politics is terrorism. Don't ask me. So I love the vegetarian. But then you give her meat. Have you seen me live? Oh, that chicken today that I visited. It was like roasted or baked chicken leg. It's the building less library. Oh, and it might not even been him. He may have been the host or a guest. Well, I've been there, and there was some other people there. Hopefully, the audience was there. They didn't even know if I recognized him, and I worry. And I'm like, why are you like hiding your face from me? What are you here for? What else? What else? What else? Money today. That looks so amazing. I can one check out there. Nighttime reading. I'm gonna lay a blanket at Travis Park. Lift my legs up and cross them. So if he has the video, porque they don't watch it live para que el FBI no se entere. My video is disconnected. Anyway, so I want to read at Travis Park in on his way of asking people to give him the photo of them at Travis Park, so he'll pay them with the money that he steals from me, possibly to do that. Thinking that I'll show up to find out one day. I'm bored. Like I want nighttime reading. What else? 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 Fun concerts. What's going on at Central Library? Any movies out there? Anyway, what got you? Not Guadalupe Insurance TV. Well, that guy that I don't know your dad said because I provide everything for you, I can send you there so people see you there. And you literally don't have any money if I don't send you money. But no one thinks that I'm abusing you. What else? 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 And then travel. There's six people that I need to network with. I thought the planet isn't already peaceful, you know, and I can't ever get to that stage because my homes get stolen from me, my vehicles get stolen from me, my money gets stolen from me. It's mostly family members that are like, I can do better if you could have already done something. It's like that's of where his penis is. And then they want to are like, oh, that's embarrassing that I know that third person just to hurt. But if I need a new sound system, Apple, look at that Mac, provides good items. And or a kitchen table. Oh, there's a second round of payments. I'm glad I kept it. With some caveats. It's a policy shift for the president, longtime advocate of universal basic income. But didn't I tell you that Jorge Vidas and I were so close at London in 2017? So I'm like, what happened between the beds between you and I stays between you and I. That's it. I'm not gonna confirm, but I was speech impaired to say like, so is anyone in my family of origin stalking you, extorting you out of money? Because that's sometimes the language that they want to hear. Because if he's the killer, then he'll say, "Is that how she presents herself to all dates?" Local vouchers to all 19 to 12, 24-year-olds. Exactly. They're supposed to spur consumption rather than focusing on welfare because the need for welfare should not exist. He wants to cry. He blame me for it. Not the whole. So, my dad had his finger in you once and he had his penis. I don't like my parents. My family of origin participates in orgies with us. So he still has a hard time adopting to like the sperm and the vagina that he came from, and that they can do with that dick as much as they want. He can birth as many people as he wants with other people. So can she. And then no one lo está son sacando. Este nene a veces tiene un lloriqueo decades ago. ¿Cómo yo me voy a casar con ella? Si ella está enamorada de mi papá. That was so long ago. Y tan enfocado porque ellos son telenovelos en los sentimientos de una persona hacia la otra, pero porque ellos lo que quieren es joder la paciencia, literalmente. If when he's interested in someone, believe me or not, he takes it from the orgy straight out on a date into my home that they don't have permission to be in, with my vehicles, with my possessions, straight out on a date. Oh, so I'm benefiting from children dying. I'm apparently benefiting. I'm benefiting from children dying. But then he killed the children, so I would say this. So yesterday when I was at home and the internet was so fast in my apartment, and the day before I'm like, Jimmy's what they upped. Oh, but I already said it. I'm like, something's going on here. Like I'm getting someone else's Wi-Fi as the service through AT&T that they'll explain we were trying to fix someone something and we accidentally gave you more than you needed, pero we're glad that you enjoyed it. So now he's gonna take a screenshot of this and try to get those parents angry. Well, he gets later. Solo mate they say your child died or killed it. Early innocent, but we're gonna blame her for it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The coincidence that those kids died in a daycare. Or what? Pick. What is it? 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 Safety measures for it. During Bad Bunny's residency, that's what we're calling it. Public transport schedules will be extended or removed until September. No hay que vayamos más cerrando corazón. What else? 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 Yo lo voy a matar para que se feliz. Wow. Like they find joy in that. Ew. 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 I was going to threads and some of it I remember often. Um, él va para el concierto de Bad Bunny, yo creo que se mate antes de que llegue al concierto de Bad Bunny. Let me guess, con Rebecca Washington. La dirección de esos años. You can decapitate Rebecca Washington that stalks me. You can decapitate Genius in that lady Lorenzo Suarez. This stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, steals my money. So I can't date. She rapes my crushes. They're so disgusting. How many times did Rebecca Washington rape Richie Hill or Jorge Aviles? Or Franklin or Bill Gates? What else? What else? What else? What else? There is PBS helping children understand. Yes, Sandy, there's some adults of adult age that don't respect themselves, they don't love themselves. Is that his speech trying to recruit me into illegal prostitution and being a drug addict? Like, and possibly, I've heard it all. What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, pay out, motherfuckers. Que algunos de ustedes se quedan en mi casa sin mi permiso. What else? That is a person. Really ecstatic. Like, did you see me hooked on requests from hombres y mujeres from all over the planet invitando a una cita? I some people concerns like, are you okay? Like, is it that bad chimps on there? Do you need any help? That isn't necessarily money. Some people have sister cities too. What else? 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 I'm bored. I want money. Llegó a Puerto Rico la competencia de Uber, which is no Lyft. Lo que nadie estaba no le van a meter contazo a la gente. Wow, it's so appalled. I'm so appalled when I read that. Los taxistas le metieron a piedra cantazo a la gente cuando comenzaron a hacer Uber delivery, Uber rideshare en Puerto Rico. Qué vergüenza leer eso. There you have it, el que lo instiga. He may have a few relatives that are older than him that in Sora. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Boy, they were McDonald's to talk about that. You shouldn't have stolen me or my money. Is what some people may be saying. There's boil water in Canyon Lake and did she kill them though? What else? 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 And they're like mountainous. What else? What else? What else? What else? Why are they paying for Kevin? What cheated on? Cabo Rojo. Is my home there? Possibly. I think one of my homes are there. So what he wants to do is do a parade of hoes de que he's been el turista favorito de la gente en Cabo Rojo. No, he hasn't. Some people know how to get there themselves. And make it seem like this is all about la que se lo mama el pene. Like that is so special. It should be carried in what is a pretty box like this. You know how Ken and Barbie have their own box? He wants the space to have like a box around it. Is hopefully not something that my mother was saying to some of his relatives decades before he and I were born. Can you want a box for your penis? I saw fireworks on July 4th from Travis Park. That was very pleasant. Oh, that's another treat. Oh, that our friends in Korea. What else? What else? What else? What else? So now there's a National Farm Security Action Plan to protect America's farmland. Porque guess who wants to poison our waters? Protect food supply for foreign advertising because it's South American. A little bit just from North America. What else? What else? What else? Oh my, banned the purchase of farmland by Chinese national. Is still that cliche? I know, I know. I think what else? Does he cry and say that's not what I'm trying to do? He burns the cake instead of enhancing it or baking it for fun. Anyways, Liv llega a Puerto Rico. Oh, that's true. Freedom of speech. Oh, that too. So does he do the cute thing? Oh, I would be in love with him, no? And that's part of his job to be like, yeah, this whole here lingerie que puta. I wouldn't marry it. And then I'm like here, like I'm just like literally just hitting my taco. And it's on camera that people say hi to me and they don't bring up their possibly a read of me on Facebook. What I can tell. But this one, oh, I love that too. Facebook.com/Spotify. So these leeches, no Spotify, wants to try to make it believe because they're pimpos. She posted a picture of their marido. Ella está enojada. Mira el marido de ella. Te gusta. Let's get laid, the three of us together. Oh, you're 15. So they've been trafficking people behind the scenes, claiming that some of these people are my husbands and they aren't. They play the jealous husband type. And they're like, but no, for you, and your mother did good raising you. And then they go on and so what else? What else? What else? So some people get attached. I witnessed that. That's why one needs to just guard one's heart, literally. Porque they may just be put it on an act for the to maintain peace. And some people are like, but you said that you wouldn't take me just for seeing me like that lingerie. It's like exactly. It's just they're like in love. One because he wants to kill her, so he's like, I can't wait to see her naked into shape form. So I'm around her body, just finish the job, and then they're when they bury her, they don't even need their clothes on her. And she is like, I haven't had attention in so long that even if you say, honey, I wouldn't even date you because you've shown yourself in lingerie online, the woman's like, but give it to me anyways, because right now I want to feel more abuse. Anyways, through the New York Post, so there's more security. Protect the food. Anyways, freedom is the right and look at this, calladito. Down to that line. He knows that my mission is to eliminate machismo, so he's the death of me. Literally, but it's natural in me because do I go OMG, do I hate Carta land? And that's what he becomes. Boicoteando a la gente. Anyways, why can't that boy get it together? Why can't that boy get it together? He's so pretty. Oh, are they upset because even George knows taking her home to the right after the announcement? And my dad is like, exactly, that's why she's seeking the death penalty for him, for stealing her vehicles, her money, her house, and raping her and getting in for receiving money. Then she's like, whatever. Oh, love just ended. He was literally hands on me again. I'm really looking for penis. No, What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. Anyways, look who I brought with me today. So much to say, so much to see. It's like North America. Maybe they still don't get it. What's North America or what's South America? It's like North America, but some human rights involved. They are used to, not us, pero boritos. They read my body language as if I need to be taken to the restroom. So sometimes when I feel overwhelmed, they're like, there's conflict here, there's conflict there, there's conflict that. So when people say South America, I'm like, well, I'll be safe there, but I know I'll be safe there, but I just heard about conflict. That's not bigotry. That's one's brain analyzing the threats, the conflict, how one is going to eliminate such conflict if given the opportunity. But still, one remains safe, because otherwise one will be saying, someone remains calmly and quiet right after. That's something that this can't understand apparently, because it used to look at my face as if it's waiting for me to urinate or need to defecate in a toilet. And that's terrible time. Okay, makes him turn into a hater. I could be thinking, I want to kill myself, I want to kill myself, I want to kill myself, I want to kill myself. Pero I could be saying I'm not going to kill myself every single time and not making the action plan for that. Anyways, whose hips got wine with neighbors forgetting their feet? Childbirth, please spare me of the shit. Oh, no, some of my kids. He wants to show me how often his wife talks to their kids for. Yo no soy Fernandita Colunga. What else?
Please leave your message for
Hi, my love. I'm calling to say hi and I love you. I will call you again tomorrow. Mwah. Anyways, I just called Miss Lorenzo.
your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, my love. I'm calling to say hi and I love you. I will call you again tomorrow. Mwah. I want to order food from Uber Eats. Who's giving me money today? These people use the excuse of I need to learn how to trust your friends before she can use the plan. Is it the drugs? De ya se le comieron el cerebro y él no analiza. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? because there's no hot water in my apartment. One that I grew up around is a big asquerosidad. These people steal my money, they steal my homes, they get in the way of me receiving money, they steal my vehicles. Trying to control my vagina, trying to feel more important than me. They're embarrassing. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm asking that you give me money in person through PayPal. It's Arlene Lorenzo, R shop INTAYIA. It's GoFundMe.com/F/Arlene. No, it's GoFundMe.com/F/Arlene Lorenzo. What else? 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 I'm bored. Anyways, but I made a statement with me that I'm a married woman when I'm not. And then my husband is who has the money and sadly steals from me. Oof. What calls her though? But, what else? She was an orphan by the age of 6, and the family took her and mistreated her. So these people took advantage of terrorizing her. So she's like, whatever, I don't want to live anymore. Should Arlene be even in this planet? They get mad at people's attention. No one is in competition with anyone. That's exact another reason why people don't comment on my posts about them. It's like if this were my brain, no one is in it except me. I'm tired. I want to take a nap. Anyways, so consumption rather than focusing. CBS Energy. I visited Miss Kehlani. I want to visit Jenny Kehlani. And time my siblings possibly where you get raping a fraile. That is cute. Well, he's just been trying to connect me with someone in world peace. And people just take all of this as a joke. Like they just want to be chimps on a bed jumping for real. Favorite song? No more monkeys jumping on a bed. It's like they miss all of their developmental. Does he bring out his penis? Like, look at how big it is. But yeah, I'm like, it's like he's missed all of his development. Milestone by age 2, he grabs the camera. I'm like, not if I'm recording like long penis. People like, well, then he's the terrorist. What else? What else? What else? My electricity bill's past due. Who's gifting me money? I'm bored. I used to save money for my bus pass-ish. I've been hungry. I've been out of my apartment a lot. And my bus pass expires in a few days. And I don't have money. What else? 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 I'm bored. Expires in 3 days. They want to see what lens I can get to pay CPS Energy. Fans, my fans. They're so loyal. Fans of one. And see, I haven't done anything out of the extraordinary ever. Ew. Or so that my kids aren't disappointed that my electricity bill didn't get paid. So he wants to see me legally prostitute myself. And then So yes, consider us her place of refuge and self-care. That's a right that they have. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Basta ka na one diet. What else? Not rice. And aguacate. It's not pork belly. It's not fruit. That's pink with black seeds on it. I can't remember. And it's a dragon fruit. I have fees that I have to pay Villas I go east. Anyways, I haven't talked to my family of origin privately because all I want is dick. So when I think of someone that hasn't killed me, liking him, or who are heavy list, maybe, or menorito 9 years younger than me, or met before, or a new interest. But that's why they steal from me and they make sure that I starve. Those people that I grew up around because they're like, well, let's come fairly now that you've had your babies. Now that we're all here together, mira mi jevo nuevo, ¿te gusta o no? But they say, okay, I'm going to keep you away from. Ay, Ali, tú no tienes ni amistades. Que me puedas presentar. What a loser. What a loser you are, Lee. What a loser. Anyway, ¿te recuerdas de este? Anyways, yo se lo estuve mamando, todo estos años. Y que te acostaste una sola vez con Jorge Avilés. I have that every week, bi-weekly, tonight and everything. He steals my money, he gets in the way of me receiving money, and steals my vehicles. What else? 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 I'm bored. That is that's pretty. I'm bored. I miss him. Oh, that money Korea art supplies. I spend money that is in mine. It only in my head. Ooh, entertainment, fun. What else? 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 I'm bored. Were they looking for? Were they looking for a friend? It's like I got a visa to work. And if I find this person again, me mudo aquí. What's about San Juan, Puerto Rico, NPR? Oh, immigrants. Oh, I miss Puerto Rico. I want to visit the beach next month. I'm bored. What's a oh, I miss God. What's a ghost station? The right thing. You can't be illegally in a place. Right now, Korea just gave a ton of money to some, and in the event of that happening, people want to know that you're a registered person in that country so that you can partake in the avocados being gifted. Sadly, some people get returned because they're like, you're here waiting for the avocado money to be gifted to remain a citizen that's unknown. Edward, Andrew, you wish you could be that person with no name. Que alguien no te reconoce. So that when universal basic income would get approved, you would just go and grabbing it from people anyway. What else? What else? I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm homesick. I want to visit Puerto Rico. I'm bored. Oh, pero siguen desaparecida y quién la está buscando. Él la roba y se la coge activa. Based on how he's starving me for fun. Like, for how many people does he have in a home that belongs to me in a dungeon that he doesn't have permission to be in? Whipping asses that wants to be whipped. Él se la roba a las que están desaparecidas. No necesariamente él, pero maybe a través de... Isn't it lovely when people say then they're released? Oh, I don't complain at night. He thought I would run to a homeless shelter. Oh, that's why he killed girls in bunk beds, no? I'm assuming that may have been like the setup of that place, maybe not. Okay, there's no electricity in my apartment and I should have been in a homeless shelter already for him to steal. This is worth mentioning here. For him to steal my artwork that I have in my closet, for him to sniff my mattress, for him to sniff any panties if I have any there, para comerse la cucaracha if there are any. What else que quiera de allí? Mi pintura que ya yo boté up over because does he take, do my fingerprints appear everywhere? And people laugh. Ali Lorenzo Acevedo 619 1980. 584 solamente mata cucaracha porque le diablo. Si es una. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Does he have people like literally after my bottle water, my bottles and my trash, and the police go on like say, "Maldita sea, it wasn't her." All they need for the most part, if they want to confirm, is like she was at the library right now. at 4:45 p.m. on July 8, 2025. And we just got a call that someone died and her aunties are there. That's how creepy I think he is. So eso está buscando las nenas. Esas que se perdieron. More measles, please, Andrew. More measles? Said no one ever. Anyways, I refuse to move into a homeless shelter. I want money for my electricity bill and for my fees of Villa Zaiguis. I have a lease there until next year. I have a right to guys, and I've been having a great time. I've been getting the best orgasm to my son. I saw this guy a few years ago in a bus that maybe my relative is so hot. Had sex with Richie at a hotel. I ran into someone the other day that I had a crush on when I was a teen. I had completely forgotten about him. Not because just he's just an a-hole, pero because he's an a that I don't want in my life. Now, as an adult, he may be very much cute. It's more than complicated. I hope he never has feelings for me. So I'm not gonna put myself out there with, oh, I'm just gonna search for him. Wait until he's Kylie Jenner 18. Did they turn 18 at the same time, Kylie Jenner and you ate me? You're like, isn't that vieja reading this? Can I turn 18? So she's like, ya mismo, hábile. Like, I'm a serious businesswoman, guys. And some people, I don't want to be on the. And these people, I don't know about her, but she could send to herself possibly. I don't know. Hopefully, she's not rubbing her. Ew. So she is possibly thinking, who else out of Richie's classmates that I got Carlos Gonzalez turn 18 to? Vaya voy, vaya voy. They speak anti-illegal prostitution. It's natural to them. What else? How did this 22-year-old go from HEB employee to top Trump official? Did his family of Morgan steal his money? But sí, por ahí. Búscate otro trabajo. Búscate otro trabajo. Hasta que llegó to the top. And people like, we were waiting for him to get here from day one. Pero good to know that he needed food and was made a pit stop at Gap for clothes. Has two jobs now, food and clothes. Okay, I have it in my bag even. I got a hat for free there. They used to have a bin. It's a good thing to wear. I don't know why I kept it there. So they get 50% discount by working at Gap. Do HEB employees receive discounts in food there? They pay for education too, I think. Or the whole job in itself is educational. Or practice of what one already knows. What else? Excuse me. So he got the food, he got the wardrobe, then so whatever, gold star, gold star. So the kid has three jobs: Gap, HEB, gold star, to build up his personality, his self-esteem again after being starved and become homeless by the family of origin. He says, okay, now I'm ready for that Trump campaign. So, because of you, is that these people want to belittle me even more because they're like, okay, but how does she build her confidence? We turn her homeless. They think that I'm like, okay, well, then I need to work with children so that people know I'm trustworthy near my own children. Then I'm gonna get a singing job in a cruise part time on the weekends so that I can feel like an artist all over. But it's gonna be covers of Shakira. Porque do they not ask the legal process? But what's her plan? What's her plan? People are like, como que what's her plan? How is she gonna build her confidence from this? Extort money from? Oh, does he get angry? It's like already does it work out? I already know everyone on the line. I put them there to stalk her. Anyway. Oh, the restaurant. I know how to sing double Shakira in a night cruise on the weekends. Childcare, because there's food, there's everything there. My children. What was the other one? It was gonna be one with about money. I saw some investment banker here. What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. And now, oh, people won't ever give me the attention of writing about me porque they're trying to get like cuando Marco Polo y Juanita trataron de casarse, and then people read that instead of like looking at that jacket, how pretty. He thinks that people are gonna read, but it's also based on my personality. So I may not be like that Juanita that wanted recognition. I'm like, I could give a shit. I don't want my name out there like that. So he thinks he wants to be in the history books. With Arlene did so much greatness, and I wouldn't know, and did even worse. So he specifically wants people to. Did he write the manuscript already? So Arlene went and did good, y yo fui y se lo destruí. Atentamente, get in line. Porque entonces, if he was the only one planning on hurting me, people heard about it and they're like, we want credit for that too. Y así fue como se le arruinó la vida entre nosotros. Back then, kid, no one is gonna write that newspaper. Remember, Early was starving. Andrew was what? Exactly, cagando. That's all he did to me. Good. What else? What else would he do? Oh, that too. He was What have you say this is happening today? Oh, it is so sad if he's like, I don't know how this happens. I am well behaved nowadays. Better I put it out there than I'll kill children, even si tú no te vas a un homeless shelter. Para yo robarte el arte y por tú no tener electricidad en tu apartamento. Anyways, I'm born. Please do explain this to me. The big beautiful bill. Art. It's nearly 1,000 pages, it says here, according to the Economist. And now there's two. No, there's that. Oh, but then too. Sometimes people say I have the. That's not my case here. To give the impression that it's weak or than it is, but that's not the case here. And even those people, and that's what they're trying to say. We have that, but how much did he get? A private plane? Literally, todas las Magali en el planeta abriendo las patas a él, no, por eso es maga. What else? What else? What else? What else? Trillions of dollars. What else? What else? Historical investments. And people could be saying that's a lie. The United States isn't in reality, and that it has assets that it can liquidate and relieve the debt immediately, but it won't because if it shows that it's paid off entirely, they're idiots from it's like North America but South that will try to take over like chimps in a White House. But these people, even in that, receive beautiful gifts. A private plane that was stored in San Antonio. Did they paint it with the logo of Air Force One 2 days before they gifted it? And it was meant to have my face on it outside with my dead. It's like we can't keep waiting. Ever? What else? What else? What else? Is this video just a minute long or now Instagram has allowed longer videos? So a little bit of that is good for some people for perception. It's just like having a credit card. For some people, they pay cash for everything and they get a bill in the mail of a credit card for if they have a stopper. They say, but to these people, if you have that, they're gonna kill you because you look bad. Either way, what else? You can decapitate Magali Lorenzo for she stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, and steals my money. And any of her 35 million high school friends by now. Porque entonces ella se graduó en, yo me gradué en 98, 94 maybe, 93. Entonces ellos van buscando por Facebook. ¿Dónde está la clase 93 en Shibuya? ¿Dónde está la clase 93? ¿Dónde fue esto? ¿Dónde está la clase 93 en San Francisco? ¿Sabes cuántas escuelas these people hit out to extort money out of and rape people? Where's like Facebook group for them? And I say rape because he is under the impression that he can put his dick wherever he can. Decades ago. And then thinks that he has first dibs on my vagina. Back then. But he was, I felt so happy for him. If he had been giving me my money and not stealing from me, the smile that that guy had in my bedroom over I've been dating, imagine wearing a diaper at night at 13 because there's stuff around. And then being in my bedroom, but sadly he raped me because like, he can just do the monkey thing. Instead of saying, yeah, I've been used, I've been dating, I've been happy. So he was so ecstatic. I've been dating. And they don't date just about anyone. It's very well mixed. According to what he says, it's not like all my cholas are just here while I'm stuck. It fell for a while for me. What else? What else? What else? What else? Pero he made a mistake of stealing from me and getting in the way of me receiving money. So that accounts for him having raped people. And porque si no puedo llegar a Disney, me va a llegar a frustrar. Alguien me prometió de que what else? What else? What else did Kehlani have it in Florida? Or I remember having it with Jerry. I'm like, I want to go. What else? Is it just a Disneyland California thing? Florida, I can't remember. Or did I take her? What else? To some people, that's something that their kids have been waiting for. This creates so much excitement as a community participant. Some people decades ago are well Puerto Rico, they're like, we need to whip in our freezers. Our kids were already in Disney and they want it already. So some of this has released dates that wouldn't have ever happened. And they get pestered. Or they have release dates like before my mother would have died. What else? I don't want to share this with Jada and Kehlani because it's not that significant or memorable possibly to them as it is to me. Oh, porque to some people, you know how I brag about that Legoland picture? They're like, if you would just have shared that you ate the Dole Whip in Disneyland, they wouldn't have abused you so badly. Pero I have a thing for like porn addicts being younger sour the Susami. And I don't like it to visit a place and then give suggestions of what to eat sometimes. Like Disney is Disney, there's so much that specifically I tailor it to like I want to eat here, there, that I wouldn't ever want anyone to be like, well, this is just where we eat. But from now, to this be I'll resume to sharing all the cues that Jaden needs to what else? What else? There you had a lovely conversation. with Kimani. Oh, it's a fruit first treat. That's so important. Oh, it's improved flavor. That's what it is. So I may have seen it already. Oh, and then I want to throw up because that's exactly what I want to do. Could if I read the word, I'm like, oh, it's that orange cream ice cream. I have to be making a really good meal. To eat it with the whipped cream all over for what else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I'm bored. Possibly why I don't share with Diddy Kanani because I may have been at the commissary and be like, oh, it's fine this here. I don't know. That's also part of the conversation. Is she gonna lie and say, te lo dije, esto yo lo llevo comiendo por 30 años? More like, no, salió hoy y no lo he hecho para la gente así. The relative of that, exactly. Or in fucking Beyonce, and I just know why I add it when they're like queen. What else? What else? Yeah, anyways, this is too money today. I want to eat at a restaurant. Oh, I never danced at a Monte Carlo, but I guess it was there. So you ruined that for me. What else? What else? What else? What else? He bragged about it with that strip club. Is it still open? What did they change it to? It was. Is it? It's Sugars, and then there was the other one, and they changed the name to it to Monte Carlo. He's stalking me, possibly, or hears about me. So le cambiaron el nombre al strip club ese de que se with que wanna be but it's blaming her for me not being with him or having his what what anyways the Korean times is not bothering me. Define pobreza porque I got Walmart trailblaze earlier. Dice que 73 de 100 mexicanos que nacen en la pobreza continúan ahí. Pero, ¿cuántos Walmart hay allí? First, ¿cuál es? Oh, oh wow. What's up with Sudan? What's his problem? Like historically. What's his problem with Sudan? That there has to be a area of people that can't thrive, no? Just for the fuck of it. What else? 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 For him to laugh and compare like ni la gente en Sudán está así.